Welcome to my channel, Stephanie. This is my channel, Steph's from Book Talk, and this is my Indies Invade Philly's author signing event wrap up, walkthrough, thoughts and feelings. As I said, this is my thoughts and feelings. I went to Indies Invade Philly in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Convention Center for the third year in a row, as you can see in the thumbnail, what have you. So this year I'm going to do it a little different because if you noticed in the thumbnail also, things kind of progressed a little differently. The first year I had that big signing canvas, and then the second year I had a signing canvas and a cute little sort of book that is sometimes displayed, and this year all I did was get a cup. So throughout this video, what I'm going to do is talk about all of the books that I received. It was massive. It was crazy. I had collections to finish off, so yeah, that's what you guys are going to see. But if you take a peek right up here throughout this video, you will notice that nifty handy dandy pictures will be placed in there as well, so you guys can take a look at those while you're listening to me talk about the books that I received. So to start things off, I did get swag. This is what they were giving away this year. It's this cool cup, so you guys will see it featured in the videos somewhere. I haven't figured out where exactly on my shelves I'm going to put it, if you'll be able to see it, but it will be on my shelf somewhere in here. We'll sit it there for right now, right? So I got a bunch of other swag, but this is like two of my major things. I finally got a t-shirt from the marvelous, wonderful Megan Quinn. Yes, all about the boob squishies, baby. And then I also got this awesome book nerd t-shirt from the wonderful Michelle Valentine. Yes, because her and her husband own a t-shirt company, so yes, I will find the link and possibly put it down in the comment section, or nope, in the description section, so you guys can go check out his website as well. Starting the books that I received, I got Tattered, and is it Timid? I think it's Timid. I'm horrible at reading cursive, so Tattered and Timid by Devney Perry. Ooh, Devney Perry. And I've been wanting to get into these books. She has another series out, and it's available on the romance package, so I'm really looking forward to checking these books out. I've heard nothing but great things about her writing and her writing style, that it's beautiful and it's heartfelt and everything like that, so I'm looking forward to jumping into these. I got to finally see the wonderful L.M. Carr. I arted this book back in the day when I first met her at a different author signing, and she wasn't an author there, she was a reader, but she was like, hey, I have a book that I wrote and I want to send it to you, so she sent it to me e-book format. Well, now I have a physical copy, and she wrote me a message, I'm sure, in here, because all of them get personally signed, and yeah. I finished off my collection from Sarah Robinson, and now I have Sheer, which is the third book in the, what is this series? What is it? Hollywood Romance series. These are standalone books that can be read in any order. However, it's better to read them in order, just so you know sort of who you're talking with or who you're listening to. This one is, I believe, the last of the sisters. I could be mistaken on this, but I'm going to be reading this here shortly. I received it as an ARC, but my schedule got busy, so I can't wait to finally jump into this because this cover is amazing, as well as the other covers, which are amazing as well. But this one really intrigues me because it has a tattoo on her back, and I'm kind of looking forward to reading that story. I got to see my wonderful friend Rachel Blaufeld to finish off her collection as well, and I got her a new release of Hot for His Girl, and I received both covers of Heart Stronger, which, it's a very heartfelt story, and it's going to tug at you because it has a bit of a mystery to it as well, and I really love both of these covers. These covers are pretty awesome. Yep. And I'm happy to have both of them. I also started to get my cocktails signed. As you can see right here, I have these handy dandy tabs of all the authors, and I'm going to have them sign on each of their pages. If you don't know what Cocktails is, it is an anthology for romance authors that banded together to fight against trademarking single words. Words that are in the dictionary, single words that are used by everyone that someone tried to do. And 40 authors banded together to say this is not acceptable, and as authors, we're going to fight against that. And as a romance reader, I stand with them, and I received the signatures of Julie Reichman, Adriana Locke, Amy Dodds, Jessica Prince, Kate Stewart, and Megan Quinn for their stories in this book at this signing. So, super excited to continue the journey of getting this one signed. Mentioned earlier that I got the t-shirt from Michelle Valentine. Well, she did a story with the wonderful Emily Snow. I actually haven't read anything by Emily Snow, but I know that I love Michelle's writing, so I'm really looking forward to reading this, and this is Thrust Under. I finished out my collection of the Mr. Wrong series from Joanne Schwim and A.M. Madden, and that is with Craving Mr. Kinky and Scoring Mr. Romeo. I actually just looked on my shelf and found that I actually already have a copy of Hard Love, so I may just do a giveaway for someone named Stephanie, because I have an extra copy. Maybe, possibly. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would be interested in possibly having me do a giveaway on this channel. I didn't have very much success with it before, but there's a good possibility that I have some books that I would like to share with the world if you guys are interested, and I may just do some giveaways. I finished out my collection of L.A. Fior books by receiving or getting Savage, which is an amazing book, and if you can listen to it on audiobook, it's just as amazing. It's dark, it's twisted. These two characters in this book have some seriously dark pasts and things that go wrong in their lives, and you just feel for them, and it is so good. It's all about Scotland. It makes you really sort of feel that mystical portion of it without going too far into fantasy and spiritual wise, and it's just so good, so good. Then I also got Our Unscripted Story, and this one right here, this one I raved about a couple months ago because I listened to it on audiobook, and the narrator for this was absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I loved this story. It starts off when they are young, the two characters when they're young, and one is an artist and one is, they're just so good. So good. They meet when they are 16, and then years pass and they have some splits, and then they come back together, and it's just so good. It is so, so very good. So good. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, however I haven't gotten by it, but seeing that the author was there, I decided to pick it up, and that is When Life Happened by Jewel E. Ann. And if you guys have read this book, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. Now that I have it in my possession, that does mean it probably will get moved up, hopefully. Don't know exactly when I'll be able to get to it, but I'm looking forward to reading this one. So I am currently reading Accidentally on Purpose by L.D. Davis. I met her at, I want to say 2 years ago at this same signing, and was very interested in reading these books before. Now I have them on my romance package and I'm listening to them, and this one right here has me just WTFing like every 30 seconds. I'm like, seriously, what the F is going on? Because Emmy, the main female character, I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And there are some trigger moments for this one. If you have a problem with any type of cheating or the hint of cheating that goes on in real life, possibly happening in your book life, you might want to shy away from this one. But if you like the angst and the drama and the craziness, I would definitely say check this one out. And after I finish this one, I'm most definitely going to be trying to read Worthy of a Redemption and also Worth the Fight. So I'm super excited to jump into these books because I got to know what's going on, because it's just like, I legit drove up to pick up my book friends and then while listening to this, and the whole time I'm like, WTF, WTF, WTF. When I got to see LD, I was like, WTF, what's up with Emmy and all the drama? And she was like, have you gotten to the twist yet? And I was like, oh, there's a twist. Oh, there's a twist. There is a oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. And then she was like, yeah, but don't hurt me. I mean, you know, you read all 3 so you can get through. I'm like, whew. So then I dropped my book friends off that went up with me, and I plugged it back in and was like, WTF, all the way from Frederick, Maryland to Woodbridge, Virginia. I was like, WTF, 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 get out of my way, WTF, 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 yes, most definitely. So if I do that for all 3 of these books, y'all gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear about it. I got a few more Tessa Bailey books, who is super sweet. These are Tessa's newest releases, and that is Getaway Girl. I just love this cover. I think this cover is like super amazing. And then Runaway Girl, which is right here. Runaway Girl. I just love the covers, so I had to have them, and I love Tessa's writing. I also got Follow by Tessa Bailey, and then I got this collab that she did with Eva Dangerfield called Captivated, and hello, look at that cover. Cover's like super sexy. Whew. Can I just show you? There's a stack, right? Yep, Finished my collection, or almost finished my collection of books from Megan Quinn. So I got 3 Blind Dates and 2 Wedding Crashers, 1 Baby Daddy, The Other Brother, The Upside of Falling, The Downside of Love, The Left Side of Perfection, or Perfect, The Left Side of Perfect, and The Right Side of Forever. You guys just recently heard me ranting and raving about these 4 books over the last, I want to say, 3 or 4 months, because start this series right here left me all kinds of in my feelings, then read this side of the story and I was still in my feelings, but I felt a little better, but still all 4 of these had me all in my feelings. All sorts of in my feelings. All sorts in my feelings. Then I also got a little sneak peek of Megan Quinn and Sarah Nye's co-written book, Love Seriously Yours. So I'm looking forward to this book coming out. Super looking forward to that. I finished my collection of Kate Stewart book. Nope. almost finished my collection of Kate Stewart books, of all the books that I've actually read from her, and that's Predator and Prey, The Phoenix and the Fire. She actually changed the name of this. It was Camouflage, but I ranted and raved about this series, this duet, last year. I think Taylor is such a badass character. Such a badass character. Love her to death. And it's super sexy. And I texted and private messaged and messengered Kate about this book the entire time I was reading this duet. I was like, what? Kate, what are you doing? What? Yes. This is some good stuff right there. Oh, so good. I also got The Real by Kate Stewart. Such a beautiful book. Such a beautiful... it's... Yes. So good. I got Drive. Ranted, raved, read this in 48 hours. Love this book. And now I have my very own copy of it. And also Someone Else's Ocean by Kate Stewart. Amazing. So good. So very good. And I also got my very own copy of Sweeping the Series. And this is the novella from the Balls in Place series. Yes. And it's such a cute book. I loved it. I believe this story is in Team Player anthology that you can't get anymore. But I did read it. I have it on my ebook. But I really enjoyed it. I already had all of Harper Sloane's books that she had available at her table, so I went ahead and got Unconscious Hearts, and I can't wait to read this one because I haven't yet. I just recently read a couple of other of Harper Sloane's books, and you guys know I've been raving about them, but yes, I can't wait to get to this one as well. There's a couple other books that I have of hers that I need to get to as well, but now I have a signed copy of this one, so yeah, that's going to happen. I had been talking about the wonderful Sarah Nye in a couple of the other wrap-up videos that I have done, and I got her Douchebag series. I've actually only read the first 2 books in the series, but why not get all 4? You can't leave them lonely, right? So that's How to Date a Douchebag, Studying Hours, Failing Hours, Learning Hours, and the Coaching Hours. I believe all of these are available in the romance package, but regardless, if they're not, I can't wait to get to the last 2 books in the series because Sarah writes a really good douchebag. Surprisingly, I mean, you shouldn't like a douchebag character in a book, but Sarah does a really good job making you love these guys. Like, seriously. Seriously. I got my own little copy of Birthday Girl from Penelope Douglas. She's super sweet and, you know, got me the book and signed it and was just super sweet when she did it. It was just so nice. And I can't wait to listen to this. This story follows a sort of taboo-ish sort of story. And I was going to read it for Contemporary-a-thon but didn't get a chance to. I own it now, so I own it in physical copy, I own it in ebook copy, and I own it in audiobook copy. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this, especially since it's an audiobook and I can listen to it, because you know I've been crushing my audiobooks this year. Whew. Earlier this year I won a audiobook version of Wait With Me by Amy Dodds, and I listened to it for her, gave her an honest review on it. I will find the review or the weekly review of it and, you know, let you guys see it over there in the cards. And I really love this one. I loved the banter between the characters, and I enjoyed the camaraderie and just the antics, all around the antics, because it was just so funny. This one is about a writer who sort of has writer's block, so she starts going to the tire shop and hanging out in their waiting room, and then all of a sudden she sees this mechanic that sort of gets her juices flowing, and her writing and her words flowing out of her fingers. So this is sort of their journey. And since Sarah will be out of the country that she knows of next year for signings, I decided I probably won't see her anytime soon, so I needed to get the Harris Brothers series about footballers or soccer players, if I'm not mistaken. So I got them all. I got Dominate, I got Surrender, I got Keeper, I got Endurance, I got Challenge, and they're probably not in order, and I got the newest one of Strength, who happens to be a sister of these brothers right here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into that. I also got the signature plate for the audiobook narrator, Will. He was there. He's such a cutie pie, and I'm super excited to listen to his voice, because in person his voice is very nice. Very nice. And it definitely, see right there, it soothed my soul in that British way, and I can't wait to hear it in my ears. Yeah. MJ Fields ripped my heart out with Truths and Lies, as you guys saw on camera. I will link that one, that review as well, or those reviews, in the cards or down in the description box if you guys want to check that out. But she had her model for these two books sitting with her, and he's very pretty, y'all. He's very, very pretty in person, so I had to get these books. So we have Her First Kiss, and we have His First Crush, which these two are a duet, and then this one is a standalone, I believe, but it's about another friend, and it's their last fall. So these characters all show up in Truth and Lies, and now they get their own stories. So I'm super excited to get to these. So that's all my goodies. That's everything that I got from Indies Invade Philly. So much fun. I only did the blogger section this year, and then my book buddies and we decided to take a little bit of a stroll in Philly, and we got cheesesteaks, we got donuts, and we went to Love Park. So that was amazing. We didn't walk but 2 or 3 blocks, and then we drove to Cheesesteaks to go to Pat's, because Gino's had a super long line, so we decided to do Pat's. And next year we might do Gino's, never know, maybe, just to see if we can, you know, compare and contrast. Never know. But it was so good. So yummy. So very yummy to have a cheesesteak, a Philly cheesesteak in Philly. That was great. It was a lot of fun today, and I got to sing and have fun on the drive up and on the drive back, and it was just a great event. I love this event because it's close enough that I can drive to it for a day trip, do a half-a-day session, and yeah, it's just amazing. It's pretty well organized now, and I just commend the ladies that put this on and give them a huge, like, loads and loads of thumbs ups. If I could give them more, I would. But here's 2 of them right here. Bam, bam, bam. I look forward to next year, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Also, there's a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.